This year, 2025, will be the year that we get retro Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch, or the Nintendo Switch 2. What is up, you guys? Welcome to The Collective. My name is Furman, and in this video, we are talking about retro Pokemon finally coming to the Nintendo Switch and or the Nintendo Switch 2 again. It's been about a year, and we need to talk about it again because this absolutely needs to happen. I mean, all the signs are pointing to it. It just makes perfect sense, and there's absolutely no reason. There is nothing holding Nintendo back from doing this year. Before we get started, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. Oh, and just to let you guys know, this video is also sponsored by the Frith Chronicles. The Frith Chronicles is basically Pokemon meets Harry Potter, and it's an award-winning fantasy book series. Start the journey with Nightmare Arcanist, where a young man desperately wants to bond with a mystical creature so he can become an Arcanist and leave his tiny island home. He finds a shadowy suit of armor known as a Nightmare, and the rest is history. Now, there are audiobooks, special editions, and ebooks, so if you've been looking for an addicting read or just to get back into reading, this is the series for you. It's won the Apple Award, Bragg Award, and the series has been nominated for 2 Dragon Awards for Best Young Adult Fantasy. So if you're looking for your next adventure, start the Frith Chronicles today. And as always, guys, the links will be in the description, okay? So just go check it out and help support. And a huge thank you to Shamey Stovall for giving me an opportunity and sponsoring the channel. Thank you so much. Back to the video. So last year, I had predicted that Pokemon would finally be releasing the retro Pokemon games that we've been dying to get on Nintendo Switch Online. And all the signs pointed to it, and it made perfect sense, but they chose not to do it. And they gave us a little direct, and it was really boring, and it had a lot of nothing in it. But you know, I kind of understood why they did that. It wouldn't make sense for them to release these awesome retro Pokemon games if they were still trying to push Scarlet and Violet. I mean, they had only been out for like a year at that point, or less than a year, I think. So like they were basically brand spanking new games, and they still had a bunch of stuff coming out for them. And now in 2025, that's not the case. All they have lined up, as far as we know, is Pokemon ZA, which, you know, we got our fingers crossed. We are hoping that this game is going to be really good. And you know, I'm not gonna say anything, okay? We all know that the Pokemon Legends Arceus was a great game, and you know, it was extremely barren, and it's just the fact that the Pokemon company just doesn't know how to make lush environments and stuff like that. They have been having a hard time in the 3D realm of things, so it makes sense for that. But I think, you know, it's been a couple years. There's a chance that they might actually do a good job on this, and that's what we're hoping for. But in the meantime, you know, it would be nice to have something to kind of dole us out, something to pass the time while we wait for this new Pokemon adventures to finally drop, and that's where retro Pokemon comes in. Now, what I'm asking for is Gen 1 and Gen 2, which is Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, and Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Now, if they want to add bonus points, you know, they'd translate Pokemon Green, and that would be amazing to see, because that one is like, I mean, it's real rough around the edges, but that's technically one of the OG Pokemon games. It would be nice to see them do something like that. That would be really awesome, and I think that would be amazing. The infrastructure is already there. Everything is in place, and everything is set to go. We have Pokemon Home, where you could transfer all your Pokemon. We have the Pokemon Stadium games that are on Nintendo Switch Online. They're already there, and everything is good to go.
Nice.
The only thing that needs to happen is, you know, fully sync up the infrastructure and make everything work together. But it just makes sense. It just makes perfect sense. That's the thing that people keep forgetting. Is Pokemon games, they're not Okay, the Pokemon company has never marketed Pokemon in a way to where they just want you to buy one game and that's it. They want you to buy everything, okay? They wanted you to buy the Pokemon games, they wanted you to buy the Nintendo 64 games, they wanted you to buy the little Hey You Pikachu walkable thingy, they wanted you to have everything. And so that's why all these things are all connected the way that they are. And we could still use them. Like, we could still make these things happen, but they just have to do it. They just have to do it. And I understand, you know, last year was a bad time because of the new Pokemon games, but what's stopping us now? I don't think, as much of a fan of retro Pokemon as I am, I don't think that them releasing these games onto the Nintendo Switch Online is gonna stifle sales of, you know, the newer games. I don't think that Pokemon fans are that far gone. If we're being honest, the Pokemon fans that are gonna do that are Pokemon fans that have already given up on the newer Pokemon games. So, you know, technically I would fall under that, but you know, I'm still willing to give the new Pokemon games a try. I might not play them, but you know, I'm gonna buy them. I'm not gonna steal them. So it just, the argument doesn't really make any sense. And you know what's crazier about this whole situation is that they've kind of already done this. They've done this with the 3DS. The 3DS technically has all the Pokemon retro games, except for, you know, the Game Boy Advance ones. Those are the only ones that it doesn't have. But they've already done it before, so it's not so far-fetched. It's not such a crazy thought to think that this is something that they could do. That this is something that they could bring to the Nintendo Switch or the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, if they want to really, really make us happy, they'll bring Gen 3 also. And I mean all of Gen 3, okay? I'm not just talking about Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. I'm also talking about Fire Red and Leaf Green. And yes, we know those games are riddled with flaws. Like, there are so many bad choices they made in that game, it's not even funny. But gosh, those games are still fun because of the fact that it's just so much nostalgia, and it's just a really good way. It's one of the best ways to play OG Kanto. You know, it was amazing back then, and you know, it's still amazing to this day. As a matter of fact, that's actually why I bought them. So yeah, there's that. So yes, this video is kind of a cop-out, but it's year 2 of me demanding that we get these games. And I know it's gonna happen. It feels right this time. It feels like this can be a possibility. And I hope it happens. And honestly, I think we're all gonna be happy about it. I mean, it's all something we can all celebrate. Pokemon is awesome, especially old school Pokemon. It has a special place in my heart. And I know it does in all of you guys too. Because, you know, that video did amazing. So clearly there's a lot of people that want these retro Pokemon games. So let's do it, Nintendo. Let's do it, Pokemon Company. Release the OGs. Make it happen, okay?
And my life is yours!
Alright guys, that is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, do not forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. And again, huge thanks to Shammy Stovall for sponsoring the channel and sponsoring this video. More stuff to come, and you know, I'm gonna be reading these books. I mean, I'm already like 10 pages in and I'm kind of hooked on it. You know, I really like the idea of it. Plus, phoenixes are awesome. I mean, come on guys, it's a phoenix, okay? Super strong, and it heals you. That's like broken. You know, it made Final Fantasy Rebirth broken. That's like the only summon that I use really because of it. So yeah, phoenixes are awesome. And also, I just saw that you have a special edition book that has book 1 and 2 in it. I need that. Yeah, I need to buy that like now. Alright guys, see you guys on the next video. Bye.